Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Michele Mazelle and you already know what this channel is all about. To all of my subscribers and returning viewers, hey, how y'all doing? If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, you need to go ahead and subscribe today. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all the best and the worst of 2021. I'm going to be sharing with you all a variety of different items that I've purchased, books that I read, you know, all those things that I have looked at, ate, used in 2021, and sharing the best and the worst of 2021. So if you want to see what that best and worst list is, stay tuned. So the first for the best and worst for 2021, I'm going to talk about our books. So the best book that I have read for 2021 is a book called The Kindest Lie by Nancy Johnson. And this book was just a great realistic fictional book. It is centered around an African-American couple who, from the outside, it looks like they have this picture perfect life. They have great jobs. They live in a great neighborhood. They just have a lot of things going on with them, but the woman in the story, the female character in the story, has a secret that she's been holding on for a very long time. She ultimately decides to tell her husband about it, and then the story kind of develops from there. And it just chronicles her going home and having to face the secret that she's held on to for so many times. For so many years, how it has affected her family, how it has affected her, how it affected her friendships. And as she goes home, she's able to see kind of the devastation of her actual community. So it touches on racial issues as well. And it was just a great story that is just very realistic. I was able to relate to a lot of things that the characters were going through, and it was just a great read, a great little book to read, a great little fictional book to read. So that was my favorite book for 2021. The worst book that I have read for this year is a story called Lester by Raven Leilani. And it is a very raw book. That's kind of how I can describe it. It is very raw. The language is raw. The way the characters interact with each other is raw. And basically it follows this female character and her relationship with this married couple. This married couple has adopted an African-American child. And there's a very complex kind of relationship there because they really don't know how to effectively raise this African-American child, being not just that they are a white couple, but being just kind of the environment that they live in. And so it just talks about the female character and how she interacts with this married couple and with their adopted child. She has a lot of things going on in her life that she can't seem to get her life together. The character itself is just very complex. She makes, to me, very silly choices and silly decisions in a lot of different situations concerning her relationship with the husband and the relationship with the wife. Yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot to digest. It's one of those books where you have to really have to be, to me, I had to be in the mood to read it, otherwise I wouldn't have finished reading it. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling that book at all. So yeah, the best book that I've read, Kindest Lie by Nancy Johnson. The worst book that I've read is Luster by Raven Leilani. The second for the best and worst for 2021, I'm going to talk about our makeup products. So the best product that I have used this year is the MAC powder. This is the MAC Studio Fix powder. And I bought this over the summer. This is my first time ever using MAC powder. Usually I use Bobbi Brown loose powder. But I decided to try the MAC Studio Fix, and I actually love this product. It does a very good job with controlling the shine. It kind of most of the time keeps the makeup on all day. I like the way it feels on my face. It's very lightweight. The color's great. And I really am glad that I purchased this product. This is probably definitely going to be a product that I'm going to continuously use. I really do like the MAC Studio Fix. powder. I can't seem to get it out. The worst makeup product that I have purchased this year is the Bare Minerals face primer. So I went to a store here where I'm located. Mind you, there's not a lot of variety in a diverse type of makeup products. So there's not a lot of products for women of color. And so, not that the primer, of course, you know, has nothing to do with skin color. So, you know, but I'm just giving you kind of a background of the whole store for makeup products. So I went in there and I asked her if she had any type of primer that I could use, and this is the primer that she picked up. Now, if you ever been in any type of store like Sephora, Ulta, when you ask somebody that you don't know something and you ask them to point you in the direction to a product that you could use, most of the time they're going to point you to the most expensive item that they have in the store. They're not going to point you to a product that is going to be the best product for you. They're going to point you to the most expensive one. And that's where she kind of directed me. So she told me that the Bare Minerals skin primer was a very good primer. So being that I really did not have the time to look around for a better one, I was just like, fine, I'll try it. Yeah, it should have stayed right there in the store. What I don't like about this is that it makes my pores pop out so bad. It does not give me a very smooth finish to my makeup look. And I can tell the difference for when I use this from when I use any other type of primer. It can be a drugstore primer. The Milani primer or the Revlon Rose Glow. I mean, the drugstore primers that I have is much better than this expensive one from Bare Minerals. And I wish I can show you that I barely have used any of this. I use it every now and then, and that is because I just hate to waste it. But I've rarely used it. And it does not say on here that it does not minimize your pores. So I guess that's something I probably should have looked at before I let that woman talk me into purchasing it. But yeah, the worst product that I have purchased for 2021 for makeup product that I will never buy again. Yeah, it is the worst. It is the absolute worst. So the next for the best and worst for 2021 are shoes. I'm going to show you shoes. So my best purchase for shoes are these shoes, these wedge sneakers. And I got these from Macy's. I don't know who made these. I think they're Guess, but I'm not for sure. I bought these at the beginning of the year. And I absolutely love these shoes. They are very comfortable. And if I want to be extra dressed up, but I still want to wear a pair of tennis shoes, I don't even know if that makes any sense, but I think y'all get what I mean. I usually grab these, and I'm so glad I purchased them. And yeah, they are my favorite pair of sneakers. I don't really wear sneakers really, so this is kind of my sneaker that I can wear to dress up a pair of pants or whatever. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, okay, but I think y'all get it. The worst for 2021, and I'm not going to say worst. I shouldn't say that because, well, I'm just going to show you all, okay, and then I'm just going to talk about why I really put it in the worst section for shoes. So these are a pair of sandals I bought over the summer. These are Michael Kors sandals, and they're gladiator type sandals. I got these, like I said, over the summertime, and I'm thinking I got them from Macy's probably, because I get everything from Macy's. The only flat sandals that I usually wear are Michael Kors because they are the most comfortable sandals ever. And the other sandals that I had from Michael Kors, they broke over the summertime, so I had to replace them. Unfortunately, they don't make those kind anymore. So I had to find a replacement. So I ended up finding these on Macy's. I purchased them, and what I don't like about them is that they don't fit my foot well. I think I should have gotten a 7, and these are a 6.5. My feet are a little bit off of the edge, just a tad. So when I walk in them, it's almost like my foot is kind of on the edge, off the edge a bit. Not too much, but enough for it to get on my nerves. So I wouldn't call these the worst ones for 2021 year, but I haven't really bought that many shoes to really But these are the ones that I would say that are kind of in between, that I wish I would have gotten a 7, and these definitely would have been the perfect shoe. I still wear them. It's just that it really bugs me every time I put them on because my foot kind of hangs off. Not that much, but enough for me to be like, yeah, I should have got a size 7. All right. The next for the best and worst is clothing, pieces of clothing I've purchased, and I've purchased so many. It was very difficult for me to see what was the worst one that I purchased. So the best one I purchased, and y'all have seen me wear this so many times, is this jumpsuit that I got from J. Brooks Boutique. And if you've not seen the haul that I did on J. Brooks Boutique, I will link it above. And if you've watched it, if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. I do talk about it being big and that it was too big and too loose on me, and I didn't like that. But once I started wearing it, I absolutely loved the way the looseness fit and looked, and it became just one of my favorite pieces. I think I've worn this probably like 3 or 4 times. I've even worn it in the fall, and it was in my fall lookbook. I will also link that above. I love this jumpsuit because it is a jumpsuit that can really transition from spring to summer to fall. You can't wear it in the winter because it's too thin for that. But anyway, I got a lot of wear out of this for this 2021. So this is definitely the best that I have purchased for 2021. I absolutely love this jumpsuit. I'm glad that I purchased it. And yeah, it is my absolute favorite piece of clothing that I bought for 2021. Now the worst that I bought is this blue blazer. I bought this blue blazer probably in October or September or something like that. I needed some blazers, and this is from Mango, and they were having a sale, and this blazer was on sale. What I don't like about the blazer is the structure of the blazer. The blazer is not very structured well, so when I wear it, it looks very big on me. I know it's supposed to be an oversized blazer. I just don't think I'm into the oversized blazer look. And so when I put this on, I just feel like it's swallowing me whole. I just don't feel like it's doing anything for the outfit. It's not doing anything for me, and I absolutely hate this thing. And it might be because I haven't found anything to wear with it that really complements the oversized structure of it. But you know, I just don't even want to do that. Another thing that I hate about it is that if you can see, it's wrinkly. So it gets wrinkly very easily. The material is not very good material. It's very thin material for a blazer. I mean, I have some blazers up there that I've had for some years now that have structure. The texture is great on them. I mean, those are pieces that can last me until I don't want to wear them anymore. This is not going to be one of those pieces. And when I buy a blazer, I will always buy one that I feel like is going to be able to transcend time. This is not going to transcend anything. I can see that this will be in the Goodwill going to somebody that wants it, because yeah, this is the worst purchase that I have made. I was going to put the other blazer in. It's the beige blazer, but the beige blazer, I actually have found kind of what to wear with that, but I just don't like it. I absolutely do hate this blazer. When I put it on, I hated it. When I wore it to school, I hated it. I just hate it. I just don't like the way it looks or it's made. The color is beautiful, and that's about it. So this is the worst piece of clothing purchase piece of clothing for 2021. So the next for the best and worst for 2021 are tools that I have used for either makeup or hair or something like that. So the best tools, and I had to get 2 actually for this, is the Morph brushes that I just purchased not too long ago, probably about a month ago. So glad that I purchased these brushes. They were not expensive at all. This is not one of them, so I don't even know why they're in it. So it's actually these brushes right here. This has really upped my eyeshadow game a lot from purchasing these brushes. And yeah, I love that the brushes are able to allow me to do some different eyeshadow looks, and they were not expensive. So that is the best for that. And the second one actually is a hair tool, and it's got hair in it, so excuse, it needs to be cleaned out or whatever. So I'm gonna take that out because it doesn't look good on camera. Is this hair dryer. It's a dryer that has a brush on it. And I purchased this about a month ago too. And my daughter was telling me about this. She said that her friend in college had one of these. She had a different brand, but it was still a brush that dries your hair. And she was telling me how she tried it on her hair and it worked wonders. Mind you, and I'm gonna flat iron my hair this week. I think that I've only had my hair out on these videos every once in a while. If you've looked at my going gray video, the makeup haul video, and there's another video where my hair was out, then you're able to see how long and thick my hair is. And one of the things that I can't seem to find that's good for my hair is a good hair dryer, because my hand gets tired and it's a process, okay? So when she told me about this, I was a little skeptical, because I'm like, there's nothing that's going to be tough enough and structured enough, I don't even know, to actually blow dry it and brush it and everything like that. So I was skeptical, but I saw this at the store, bought it. All I have to say is, where has it been all of my life? Because this this hair dryer cuts the hair drying time in half, literally. Like, I can actually blow dry a lot more sections. My hand doesn't hurt as much. I'm so glad I purchased this, and I'm so glad my daughter told me about it. And this is definitely the second best thing that I've bought for tools, is this hair dryer right here. And if you have natural hair and you're looking for a hair dryer, give this a try. This is the Knot Doctor by Infinity Pro Conair. This is good right here, I'm telling you. This is the best hair dryer I've ever used since I've been natural, and I'm not even lying. So the next for best and worst is not something that I use, but it is a snack. Okay, I love to eat. And so I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to also talk about the best and worst snacks that I have for 2021. So the best snack that I have started purchasing for 2021 are these portable protein packs. It has turkey, Colby Jack cheese, and almonds. And they actually have a bigger one that has yogurt snacks in it. And I just started eating these maybe a couple of months ago. My son is the one that used to eat them, but they sell these at school as well, and is in like our snack refrigerator for teachers or whatever. And I tried one day, and ever since then I purchased them from the store for myself. Just a great little snackety snack that I use during the day as a teacher. That's something quick, something I can eat, something that's not going to, you know, keep me from teaching the kids or whatever. I can eat this right quick fast when they doing some kind of work or whatever, or in between classes. And I have found that this kind of ties me over into lunchtime, and also keeps me from overeating and just eating something I'm not supposed to be eating. So this is the best snacks that I have started snacking on in 2021. The worst, and I'm not talking about the worst in snack and as far as the taste, but I'm going to tell you why it's the worst for me. Okay, this is the Brookside dark chocolate, and this is the pomegranate flavor. These are actually my very favorite snacks of all time. And the reason why they're my worst though is because I will sit and eat this whole bag in one sitting. I have to actually make myself stop eating these freaking snacks. They are so good. They're actually nutritionally not that bad. They're like 12 pieces for 120 calories. So I mean, if you're only eating 6, I mean, it's not that bad. It doesn't have any artificial colors or any artificial flavors. But for somebody who loves chocolate, and pomegranate is, if you ever eaten pomegranate, is a very good fruit. Just the combination together is just bad for me because every time I buy them, and I haven't opened these, so I just bought these. By tomorrow, half of them will be gone. And what really makes them the worst for me is I also eat them with strawberries, so that gives me the kind of the chocolate strawberry type of snack. Oh gosh, you're talking about in love. So it's my worst snack because it is my worst at trying to keep myself from eating too much sweets. And I definitely shouldn't be buying it. But you know how sometimes it's just too good, you just can't pass it up. And sometimes they don't have it at the grocery store, so when they do have them, I grab it. But yeah, these are actually my favorite snacks. But they're my worst enemy because I can just eat them and eat them and eat them and eat them and eat them. They're so good. If you've never have tried one of some of these, you need to. They do have the blueberry flavor. I don't like the blueberry flavors that well at all. So yeah, this snack right here. But it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And the last for the best for the 2021, the movies that I watched this year. I am an avid movie watcher. I'm always watching a movie. The best movie that I watched for 2021 is The Harder They Fall with Idris Elba, Regina King. I can't think of all the other ones that played in it, but those are the ones that like come to mind like right off the bat. I can't remember that one guy that played in it. He played in Lovecraft Country, which I love that show too. It was the Western Story. It just came out not too long ago, and oh my gosh, I love that movie. It was a very good movie. Idris Elba is, well, I mean, it's Idris Elba. I mean that's all I have to say about that. And Regina King, I mean, come on. I mean, they had some great actors and actresses in that movie. Not a lot of black Western movies out there. I don't even know if there is a black Western movie out there, but this was a very good Western movie. I absolutely loved it. It had a good storyline. The acting was good. The graphics was good. Everything about that movie was good. It was just a great movie, and I'm so glad I watched it. It is my favorite movie, the best movie that I saw for 2021. And the worst movie that I've seen for 2021 would be, and I know people might give me flack for this, but and that is the Ma Rainey. I had to freeze it right here because I said the wrong name. It's the Ma Rainey Black Bottom movie. I got the name totally wrong, so I'm just making sure I gave you the right title. Viola Davis, Chadwick Boseman. I can't remember who played in it. Not one of my favorites. Not one of my favorites from Viola. I know who Ma Rainey was before I watched the movie. I just didn't like it. I particularly didn't like the ending. And I'm not going to say what the ending is, just in case you haven't watched it. But I just didn't like the ending. I was just like, really? Okay. Yeah, I just didn't like the movie all that well. It was not a movie that I'm just gonna watch again or want to watch again. Those are the movies that, yeah, the best and worst that I've watched for 2021. All right, you all, that is all of the best and worst for my 2021. 2021, man, it came and went. It's already about to be 2022 in a couple of days. I am Michele Mazelle. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.